Hi guys, it's me, Danny from Enigma Rooms, and I'm here with you once again for another Friday night quiz. Oh! Yes, it's a Friday night quiz, but as always, you don't have to play it on a Friday, you don't have to play it at night. You can play it Tuesday in the daytime if you want to. Basically, guys, it's a 50-question, 5-round quiz, all general knowledge and trivia across different categories and rounds. And them rounds this week are general knowledge, as we call it, knowledge and trivia. We've got the entertainment round. We've got a round called connections round. I'll explain that closer to the time. We've got a wheel of fortune round. Someone recommended that, so I've gone for it. And then we've got the classic picture round as well, which is basically knowledge and trivia, but with pictures. Listen. If you're new here, do us a favour, like, subscribe. We do a quiz every single week, and this is this week's. I think we're on what are we on now? Number 17, is it? Is it 17 already? Wow, time flies, guys. Thank you for being with us every single week, but I'm not going to waste your time any further. Let's get on straight away with round 1. Yes, it's knowledge and trivia, okay? So basically, you're going to get 10 questions per round. You've got about 10 seconds to answer each question. You don't have to write anything down, but you can do if you want. Pen and paper on your phone, on your iPad, on whatever device you've got nowadays. You can shout at the screen, but I'm not going to respond. Let's just crack on with it. So, 10 questions in your knowledge and trivia round. Question number 1. What is the height of Mount Everest? So you can do this in meters or you can do it in feet. They're the only measurements I'm going to be able to give you the answer for. You can't do it in lobsters, or you can't do it in Noel Edmonds or anything like that. This is from the sea level to the tip, okay? We're not talking about anything under the sea. So what is the height of Mount Everest? I will give some leeway on this as well, guys. If you're in the ballpark, you can have the ballpark figure, all right? We'll round up and round down. Question number 2. Which queen was burnt at the stake? So which queen was burnt at the stake? Got some hiccups going on here. I apologise if that's going to affect my questioning. Question number 3. Which part of the plant helps absorb water and minerals from the soil? So which part of the plant, any plant, helps absorb water and minerals from the soil? Question number 4, we're on to our chemical symbols, and this week I'm asking the chemical symbol for gold. Nice and easy one this week, I think. Chemical symbol for gold. Question number 5. Who wrote the novel, the book, whatever you want to call it, 1984? A classic. Who wrote the classic? Let's have that as a question. Who wrote the classic 1984? Question number 6. What animal is also known as the ships of the desert? What animal is also known as the ships of the desert? Oh, I wobbled. Put my hands on the table and I wobbled. Question number 7. What was the name of the ship that brought the pilgrims to America? What was the name of the ship that brought the pilgrims to America? Question number 8. Who is credited with inventing the airplane? Who is credited with inventing the airplane? Question number 9. How fast can a cheetah run at its top speed? How fast can a cheetah run at its top speed? And I'll give you a clue. On average, they run about 40 miles an hour, but they don't run at their top speed at average, obviously. So what's their top speed? I mean, even a cat running at 40 miles an hour is scary, isn't it? And finally, for your general knowledge, aka knowledge and trivia round, question number 10. What is Blackbeard, that's the pirate, Blackbeard, what is his real name? Or what was his real name? So the pirate Blackbeard, what was his real name? And there we go, guys. So here we are, we're on to our entertainment round now. Our entertainment round could mean a number of things. It could be music, TV, film, games, theatre, novels, things like that. Let's see what we've got this week. 10 questions on entertainment. Here we go. Question number 1. Who made the film The Grand Budapest Hotel? A great film. I remember watching it on a flight to America. Never heard it, just it was something random. It said comedy, I put it on. Fell in love with it, thought it was great, genius. But who made the film Grand Budapest Hotel? Question number 2. What year did the first Alien film came out? What year did the first Alien film come out? I'm not saying a film that had an alien in it. I'm talking about the franchise Alien. What year did that first come out? Question number 3. Who performed the song Strawberry Fields Forever? Who performed the song Strawberry Fields Forever? Originally, I'm not talking cover bands. Who originally performed the song Strawberry Fields Forever? Number 4. When did Quentin Tarantino's first feature film come out? So what year did Quentin Tarantino's first feature film come out? I will give you a bonus point if you can tell me the name of that film. All right? So I'm after the year for 1 point and a bonus point if you can tell me the name of the film. Okay? But the bonus point can only be credited to you if you tell me the correct year. Question number 5. Oh, should be an easy one. What is the name of Harry Potter's pet owl? What is the name of Harry Potter's pet owl? I'm going to throw a few easy ones in this week because I think the Wheel of Fortune round is going to be a little bit tricky. But we'll see. We'll see. It might just be me. Question number 6. Which actor played the main character in The Mask? Somebody stop me. Is that not enough of a clue? P-A-R-T-Y, because I got to. Who played the main character in The Mask? There was no one greater. No one. There was never ever. There never will be anyone else again, I believe, who would be able to play that part as good as that person did. Number 7. What book written by Dr. Seuss is about deforestation? So what book written by Dr. Seuss is about deforestation? Question number 8. Who was Elvis Presley's manager? Who was Elvis Presley's manager? And I've got a little story about his manager, which I'll tell you in the answers section, which I thought was genius. And I think more companies should do things like that. Question number 9. Who owns the Sonic the Hedgehog franchise and the name and everything to do with Sonic the Hedgehog? So there's a company out there somewhere that owns Sonic the Hedgehog. Name that company. And finally, question number 10 for your entertainment round. Where does Romeo and Juliet take place? The classic Shakespearean play, which all other musicals are based on, whether you believe it or not. Boy meets girl, boy and girl fall in love, boy and girl fall out of love, boy and girl get back together, and maybe there's a death. Every musical ever, pretty much. Name a musical where that doesn't happen. Someone meets, they fall out of love, they fall in love, they fall out of love, they fall back in love. Done. Yeah. So where does it take place? Do we like Shakespeare? People out there like Shakespeare? I'm not a huge fan. I'll go and watch it if there's a ticket available. I did watch I don't think I can say that word, but it was basically a drunk Shakespeare. One of the actors was absolutely bladdered throughout and had to still try and perform Shakespeare. It was very funny. Anyway, that is your entertainment round. Moving on to your connections round. So here's what's going to happen. There are 10 questions in this round. The first 4 questions are basically just general knowledge questions, but all the answers are linked somehow, okay? So question number 5 will ask how the first 4 are linked. And then the next set of questions, again, there'll be 4 questions that are all general knowledge questions, but the answers are all linked. And question number 10 will ask how the second 4 are linked. I hope that makes sense. Now, what I will say as well is sometimes the answer doesn't necessarily mean you use the whole answer, okay? So, for example, if I asked who sang Hound Dog, the answer would be Elvis Presley, but it might not be Elvis Presley that is part of the connection. It might just be the word Elvis, or it might just be the word Presley, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean, if there's more than one word in the answer, it doesn't necessarily mean that all them words are linked, okay? But each answer will have something that's linked together. I hope that makes sense. Let's find out if it does. So, first of all, I'm going to give you 4 questions. The first question is, currently owned by Britvic, which soft drink launched in the UK in the 1950? So, currently owned by Britvic, which soft drink launched in the UK was launched in the UK in 1950? Now, again, I've done a couple of these quizzes where they have connection rounds. Sometimes it's worth listening to all the questions before start filling in your answers, or maybe you can get an answer based on a later question. I've done it before where I've got the solution without getting all the answers, so it's definitely doable. Oh, Grandfather Clock wants me to shut up. I'll carry on. Question number 2. Who wrote the novel Les Miserables? So Les Miserables, Les Miserables, Les Miserables, Les Mis, that French Revolution musical. But who wrote the novel? Who wrote the novel Les Miserables? Question number 3. Jameson's, Jim Beam and Johnny Walker are all famous brands of which drink? Jameson's, Jim Beam and Johnny Walker are all famous brands of which kind of drink? The reason I sang Johnny Walker, that's how it's his little jingle on BBC Radio 2. He's a radio host. Not relevant to this question, other than it's the same name. So Jameson's, Jim Beam and Johnny Walker are all famous brands of which drink? And number 4, what is Canada's largest province by area? So what is Canada's largest province by area? And then question number 5, them 4 questions, the answer to them 4 questions, what's the connection? What links them all together? And if you can find the link and you've missed an answer of a question, can you go back and fill that in based on the link? I think maybe you can. Okay, question number 6. This is a different set now. These questions are not linked to the previous set. These are a different set of 4 questions, followed by the 5th question, which will be how are they linked. So number 6 is, what is the name of the horse of the Lone Ranger? What is the name of the horse of the Lone Ranger? Number 7, in The Wizard of Oz, who wanted a heart? In The Wizard of Oz, who wanted a heart? Question number 8, what idiom means to get down to the most important details or essential facts? So what idiom means to get down to the most important detail or essential facts? And Question number 9. What is a 5-cent coin known as in America? So what is a 5-cent coin known as in America? And then again, question number 10 is what links them 4 questions together? Again, got nothing to do with the first set of questions. This is a completely different link. So the last 4 questions I've just given you, the 5th question would be what links them all together? There we go, guys. Hope that made sense. Hope you had fun with that one. And let's move on to this one. Now, I will say this is the Wheel of Fortune round. If you've never seen it, it's a very, very popular game show in like the 90s. I think it first came out definitely in the 80s. Could have come out sooner. But basically, they spin a big wheel, and then the whole premise of the show is it's hangman. Basically, they've got to guess the missing letters based on the category. So, look, you will have the category of what you're looking for. Written at the bottom. They're all on picture form, so you can see what's there. Some letters are missing. Now, I will say as a disclaimer, just in case I haven't, just in case a letter's missing or it's up there, doesn't mean that it's not repeatable somewhere else. So, for example, I'll use Elvis again because I quite like it. So, we've got Elvis Presley. Say Elvis Presley's up there as a name, right? Just because an S is missing of the name Elvis, but it's still present in the name Presley, doesn't mean that there's not another S to be found, okay? I hope that makes sense. I think I've done it that way, where I've removed all the similar letters, but just in case I haven't, just bear that in mind. Just because it's present somewhere else doesn't mean that if the S is present of Elvis, doesn't mean that all the S's are. You get the idea, I'm sure. Anyway, here we go. So this one, number 1 for the Wheel of Fortune round, is name the musical based on this. Again, if you think more like Hangman, the kids' game Hangman, where you've got to fill in the blanks. Blankety blank, blankety blank. We could do a blankety blank round, couldn't we? So fill in the blanks to create a musical. Question number 2. I said it were hard. Phrase or a saying. Can you fill in the blanks to create a phrase or a saying? Question number 3. This one is a comedian. Give me a comedian's name that will fit into this sequence. Question number 4. This is a TV show. Can you give me the name of a TV show by filling in the blank letters? Question number 5. A comedy film. Comedy film. Question number 6. Can you name me this actor? Fill in the blanks. Who's the actor? Number 7 is a European city. Can you give me a European city based on the letters you can see there? Number 8 is a TV game show. You fill in the blanks to fill in the name of a TV game show. Number 9 is a kids' TV show. A kids' TV show. And number 10 is a singer. So can you give me the name of a singer based on the blanks there? There we go, guys. Wheel of Fortune. I appreciate that might be tricky. Certainly tricky for me. I'm dyslexic. But sometimes having dyslexia just help with things like that. So, I don't know. But, hey, we're here for a laugh, all right? We're here for a good time, not for a long time, all right? That's what we're here for. Moving on to our picture round, as it says above my head. The picture round is basically a general knowledge question with a picture attached to it. That's it. So there's 10 of these as well. Let's get on with it. Number 1, can you name this band based on this picture? So name the band. Question number 2, famous scene from this TV show, but can you name the TV show? Number 3 is, can you name this game or this game series? Most of my childhood was spent with this game, I think. Number 4 is, name this comedian. Can you name that a comedian? Number 5, can you name the film based on this set? I feel like if you've seen the film, like I have multiple times, you'd have known it straight away. Number 6, name this actor. I watched this film the other day. Still amazing. Absolutely amazing. Funny show. Film. Number 7, name this dinosaur. Now, I don't want the type of dinosaur. I want the name of the dinosaur. This has a name. This is in the Natural History Museum in London. And they have named it. Can you tell me the name? Number 8, can you name this font? Now, I appreciate not everyone's on the computer, which is great for you. I wish I wasn't on the computer all the time. But name the font. It's a very popular font. You may have heard of it, even if you don't recognise it. In fact, I reckon you've probably heard of it, even if you don't recognise it. Number 9, name this person. Let's fix that chair. Name this person. And number 10, can you name the make and model of this vehicle, please? There we go, guys. That's your quiz for this week. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you had fun. Remember, as we go through the answers, which we will do in just a moment, please leave your score in the comments below. It helps out. Oh, excuse me. It helps out the channel. It really does. I like responding to them. I like seeing how everyone plays, and yeah, for a couple of seconds that it takes, even if you just put the number, it just helps us out, and I'd appreciate it a lot. So, as I usually say, go through our social media accounts. They're all there at the side there. TikTok's the one that's sort of ticking off at the minute. Nick's got a load of interviews on there that are being posted on fairly regularly, where he had an interview with like Sky or someone like that, and they've chopped up the video, so we'll put them all on TikTok so you can see how our journey began and how we developed as Enigma and all that sort of stuff. This quiz doesn't get a mention, but maybe you know, in the next interview, Prime or Netflix, when they come calling, he'll mention the quiz then. But we can keep hoping, can't we, guys? All right, moving on to our answers now. I'll just speed through these, guys. If I go too fast, obviously slow me down. You can change the playback speed on YouTube. You could just pause me if you want, or you can rewind. You can't shout at me because I'm pre-recorded. Anyway, general knowledge. Question number 1. What is the height of Mount Everest? If it's in meters, it is 8,849. And if it is in feet, it is 29,032. What we'll do, guys, is we'll round up and we'll round down. So if you've said about anywhere between 8,849 and 9,000, there we go, you can have that meters. And if you said anywhere between 29,000 and 30,000 feet, you can have that point as well. I think that's fair enough. Question number 2. Which queen was burnt at the stake? That was our friend Bloody Mary, yeah? Mary the First, known for her tomato juice and vodka. Question number 3. Which part of the plant helps absorb minerals and water from the ground? Of course, that is the roots. The chemical symbol for gold for number 4 is AU, which is also a greeting here in Yorkshire. Hey, you! It's also a vodka now, isn't it? Old Mary the First, you'll be enjoying that. Number 5, who wrote the book 1984? That was, of course, George Orwell. The animal known for the ship as the ships of the desert is a camel. The name of the ship that brought the pilgrims to America was, of course, the Mayflower. The people who are credited with inventing the aeroplane are the Wright brothers. We appreciate other people were involved, but the Wright brothers, the Wright brothers, they're the ones credited with the most inventionness of the plane. How fast can a cheetah run at its top speed? Now, I did give you a little bit of a hint that their average speed is 40 miles an hour, which should suggest that every answer that you've ever put should be higher than that. So if you put below 40, you should lose more points than you gain here. But the fastest a cheetah can run at its top speed is 75 miles an hour, okay? Between 65 and 75 miles an hour is where they're going to go. Only for short bursts of time, but still, it's faster than I'm legally allowed to drive in the UK. Let's put it that way, right? Which is what I always do. And number 10, the Blackbeard, the pirate known as Blackbeard, his real name was Edward Teach. Okay, so well done if you got that. Moving on to the entertainment round now. The Grand Budapest Hotel was a film made by Wes Anderson. The year that the first Alien film came out was in 1979. Wow. Who created the song Strawberry Fields Forever? Who sang it? Who performed it? That was, of course, the Beatles. Quentin Tarantino's first feature film came out in 1992. That is 1 point. 1992 is 1 point. Now, if you've got 1992 and you are correct on that, you are then eligible for the bonus point if you've also said Reservoir Dogs. So you've got to get 1992 before you're eligible for the bonus point. So you can't get a bonus point if you put Reservoir Dogs, I'm afraid. You've got to have the correct year as well. So 1992 and Reservoir Dogs, well done if you got both of them. Hedwig is the name of Harry Potter's owl, of course, we know that. And no one greater than Jim Carrey could have pulled off The Mask. Number 7, the Dr. Seuss book about deforestation was, of course, The Lorax. Elvis Presley's manager was called Colonel Tom Parker. Now, if you just put Tom Parker, that's fine, okay? If you put the Colonel, he wasn't the Colonel. The Colonel is the guy who's invented KFC. Now, Tom Parker... He had badges made saying "We love Elvis, we love Elvis," and all the teenage girls around the world bought these badges called "We love Elvis." But he also realised that there was a market out there for people who hate Elvis. So he also had badges commissioned that said I hate Elvis and we hate Elvis and stuff like that. And people would buy them as well, which meant whether you loved Elvis or you hated Elvis, he was making money out of you. So genius in my eyes. I think it's why people like Coca-Cola own Coca-Cola but also own roller cola sort of drinks as well. They're conquering both sides of the market and things like that. I think it's clever. I think more companies should be doing it and then not telling anyone, because that sort of ruins it for you. And the final, oh no, not the final. Question number 9, who owns Sonic the Hedgehog? That is a company called Sega. And where does Romeo and Juliet take place? That is, of course, in Venice in Italiano. So well done if you got them. Moving on to the connection round. Again, the 4 questions followed by a question asking how they're connected. Then a separate 4 questions followed by a question on how they're connected. So what I will say as well is you can have the point. If I give you the answers and you get the connection question right before I give you the answer, go on and give yourself a point. So currently owned by Britvic, which soft drink launched in the UK in 1950 was Tango? Who wrote the novel Les Miserables? That was Victor Hugo. Jameson's, Jim Beam and Johnny Walker. They're all famous brands of whiskey, and the Canada's largest province by area is Quebec. So you've got Tango, Victor, whiskey, and Quebec, which means the connections are they are all words in the NATO phonetic alphabet. Well done if you got that. Fantastic work. Question number 6. The Lone Ranger's horse was called Silver. The Wizard of Oz character that wanted a heart was called Tin Man. The idiom which means get down to the most important detail and essential facts is brass tacks. Get down to brass tacks. And what is a 5-cent coin called in America is a nickel. So we have the answers silver, tin, brass and nickel. They are all types of metal for question number 10. So again, well done if you got them. Let me know if you enjoyed that round, because I enjoyed making the round. If you enjoyed it and you want to see it again in the future, let me know and we'll go for it. Equally, let me know if you thought it was rubbish. If you thought it was a I hate Elvis sort of thing. Fine, that's fine. I need to know my audience, and it's good to know them things. So moving on to Wheel of Fortune. Now this is a difficult round, I think. It wasn't meant to be a difficult round, but sometimes leaving too many letters in makes it way too obvious. So I thought, let's go for a challenge. So let's find out how you did. So name this musical. Fill in the letters, and you will get the Book of Mormon, or Book of Mormon, should I say? Phrase or saying, this was another feather in your cap. Comedian, this is Billy Connolly. A TV show, Clarkson's Farm, it's coming out soon. Or if you're watching this quiz later, it came out recently. Or if you're watching it way in the future, it was years ago. We've not seen him since. This film, did you get it? Dumb and Dumber. Actor Nicolas Cage. The European city was Florence. The TV game show was Wheel of Fortune. The kids' TV show was Peppa Pig. Sorry, I hate her. I really hate that pig. Spoiled little brat is what she is. And number 10, the singer was, of course, Freddie Mercury. So well done if you got them. Again, same as the connections round. Because it's a new round, it's something fun to do. It's nice and easy for me to create. It doesn't take a lot of hassle. So if you enjoyed it, let me know. If you didn't and you'd never want to see it again, leave a comment. And finally, on to our picture round, guys. So number 1, name this band, Metallica. Name this TV show, of course it was Breaking Bad. Name this game franchise series, whatever you want to call it, that was Roller Coaster Tycoon. Many days were spent, many hours wasted building the perfect roller coasters and theme parks and watching all the guests be sick and all that sort of stuff. We could drown a guest. Psychopaths as a child, wasn't I? Name this comedian, John Kearns. That is a picture of him from Taskmaster. Very, very funny person. If you've ever seen his shows or ever seen any sort of material, he's a very, very funny but weird sort of sense of humour. Name this film based on the set was, of course, Edward's Scissorhands. Name this actor. This is from Tropic Thunder, and that's him as the film producer. It was Tom Cruise. And pretty much this character was invented by Tom Cruise, and all the daft stuff in it was suggested by him, between him and director Ben Stiller. Name this dinosaur. This is a Diplodocus. Of course it is, but the name of the dinosaur is Dippy. And again, Dippy is from the Natural History Museum in London, and he was in the entrance. I can't remember if he's still there. I know he definitely got moved because the blue whale got put there. He got moved around, but yeah, Dippy the dinosaur. Name this font, of course, it is Comic Sans, the cheesiest font out there. The one that if you put it on your poster, I'm definitely not coming to your show. Name this person, this is Mother Teresa. And name the make and model of this car. And that is, of course, the Ford Anglia. Made famous by the Weasleys, but there we go. There we go, guys. That's the quiz for this week. As always, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. To all our regulars, I appreciate you more than you make you realise. Thank you very much for commenting every week and playing every week and just giving us that general bit of encouragement. Other than that, guys, my name's Danny from Enigma Rooms. Please like, share this quiz, put it on your Facebook. Just copy it and send it out there, or just send it to someone you think might like the quiz. I really appreciate it. But love from us, and I'll see you again next week. Cheers, guys.